You've used this term like cybersecurity mesh. I've never really heard that term used before. What does that mean?
So, cybersecurity mesh or decentralized cybersecurity mesh is a technology that we have created. So it's a term that we have coined. It's what happens when you connect a lot of sovereign systems that are in a provenly trusted state, and that can include blockchain validators, right? Because right now none of them are in a trusted state. Unfortunately, the only thing they need to operate is to have some tokens and be online, which is something that needs to be upgraded in general in Web3, and that is going to become a risk for everything from Bitcoin to any other crypto. So the resiliency of these spaces needs to be increased from the infrastructure level all the way to transaction level for various reasons. But this is also
Investment Club. Today, I consider it the best investment that I've ever made. We get 4 projects presented a week by their associated CEOs. Personally, I'm completely blown away by the quality of these projects, and I know of nowhere else where I would be given this same opportunity. Each week that passes, I feel more appreciative of the fact that I'm a member of this group. The vibe was just tremendous. Everybody's on the same wavelength. We just clicked. Everybody listened to each other, enjoyed their company. It was just magical, magical. Take action. Don't take my word for it. Due diligence you need to do. And I really hope that someday down the road I see you in the club. It far exceeded expectations, without question.
transversally through across the world. So we have created DepoSec as one of the fundamental technologies aligned with other technologies that we have created, like decentralized identity validation authority, like DIVA. That's called DIVA, where we can actually identify uniquely each system and prove they are who they say they are at Web3 level, using the blockchain, not using any means that will allow for them to be attacked or tampered with, like, for example, IPs or MAC addresses or emails for phones, or etc. So the objective is to create an anonymous and agnostic mesh that the more it grows, the more trustworthy it becomes, and the more resilient it becomes from a perspective of tampering. So it's pretty much the opposite of how the internet has been set up. So we look at this as the first protocol of Web3 for the real world. So something that, when you have tens of millions of devices connected, and as humanity expands and goes into the moon, into Mars, and in other areas of space, all these systems are actually connected in a mesh. It doesn't really matter if they are on Earth or in space. They're all protecting each other, and they're not point of failure anymore. And that will allow us to achieve our bigger objectives. Otherwise, we're just busy trying to manage this.
Okay. Michael Saylor has been asked about the quantum threat to Bitcoin, and because he owns a lot of it, right? 600,000 plus Bitcoin. And he said that in the future, that the chain will just upgrade when that solution exists. And I'm wondering if he's already thinking about something like Naoris Protocol that can upgrade Bitcoin, because he's literally said that. He said, well, when that problem comes, we'll find the solution and bake that into the way that Bitcoin works. Is he already talking to you guys?
No, not yet. But I've actually written about that, I believe, in Forbes and in other environments, exactly about that comment. Bitcoin is technology that is using cryptography from the 80s. How can I say, if we think exactly like that, and expect some magical change to happen, then we're just slowly moving into obsolescence. So right now, I would say the most important point would be to find ways that don't need a hard fork towards Bitcoin, because that would be very hard. All the transactions since the beginning would have to be remade. All the wallets would have to be remade, because the cryptography is not compatible. Post-quantum cryptography and traditional cryptography or elliptic curve-based cryptography are not compatible technologies. So the ideal approach is to find a way to solve, for example, transaction-based issues, where, for example, a quantum attack against an already signed hash that is being broadcasted in the network that's public can lead to the breaking of the double spend guarantees that blockchain provides, and the immutability as well, in changing, for example, the amount of the transaction or the destination in a way that bypasses consensus mechanisms, which are really the backbone of blockchains right now. So these are risks that I've actually written extensively about, and also other researchers have. And it is a survivability risk. As I mentioned before, quantum is coming to Bitcoin and all cryptography in the world. It doesn't matter if it's in the healthcare context or in government context or in crypto context, like the meteor has come for the dinosaurs. And it is our opportunity now to actually do something about it, become quantum resilient now, so that we can be resilient to this as soon as that happens, or already resilient. Once Quant Q Day happens, that's already too late. You already lost. You cannot go back, right? So just like if you are, say, in an airplane and somebody would tell you, oh, there's 5% probability that this parachute is not going to open if you jump. Well, yeah, it's 5%, but you're going to jump? No, you're not. So that is the situation we're in right now. And these 5% are increasing every week, I would say.
Hey, I know investing in crypto is scary. It takes a real leap of faith because there are so many scams, rug pulls, and bad actors out there. It's a dangerous business, which is why 95% of people lose all their money. Well, that's why I created the London Real Investment Club, so you can access the hottest deals on the planet and use the crypto bull market to create the generational wealth that you deserve. Join my team of over 100 people from around the world that are making millions of dollars behind the scenes investing in blockchain, AI, Web3 games, DeFi, Bitcoin, and more. Don't miss out. Click the link below to book a call with one of my team now. But hurry, this bull market will end soon.
I know investing crypto can be scary. That's why you gotta join the investment club. Pull the trigger. Let's do this.